Hi everyone, sorry it's taken a little longer to finish some projects to show you, considering we're all locked in anyway and have, well, I know myself, I don't have much better to do than finish my unfinished projects. Well, this is the first one that I finished. It's my and journal. I don't know why I wanted to do and, but I've got a little one on the spine here as well, which is kind of cool, and it's a lovely green or teal, or it's coming up on the camera a bit darker than it actually is, but that's okay. Every page in here, well, here's the inside. I've done a little pocket on the front, and I think there's also one on the back. Yeah, there it is. Well, sort of a sideways picture, just with the offcuts of the end papers. Anyway, every page in this particular one is blank. Well, when I say blank, I mean it hasn't got any lines or music or maps or ledger. It's all just plain tea stained paper, which is a bit different for me. Nice big tag in the front of this one, and a pocket on that side, and this one on the back of that particular signature cover. There you go. Next one is this here. I should have a piece of paper to slide in so you can see what it actually looks like. But it's a border punch, one of the Fiskars border punches. Nice big fat one, which is nice in this particular case. Oh, there we go. You can see that in here. Same front and back. Just folded up and stitched in place on there. This one I cut a bit short and thought, oh, well, I'm going to have to extend it somehow. So I just stitched on another piece, which is the other side of the paper that I chose for that. But again, all blank. Well, blank, I mean plain. Just plain paper. Inside, no pockets on that one. That's the next one, a pocket, just a fold up pocket and stitched in place. And blank paper. Don't know what I'm going to do with this one yet, but nothing but space in this particular one, which is good. Another one, big fat zigzag stitch across there on that one there. Mum gave me her old sewing machine, so that's now become my studio machine, which is good. I can keep it out here. I don't have to keep going inside to sew and then come back out, and everything takes 10 times longer. Again, plain paper, no lines. And I think this is some old grey something, basic grey, there we go. And I just made a little tag pocket with the offcuts of that for the front and the back. There, so that'll fit in a tag that might get decorated one day or used for other purposes. So that's my first finished project that was hanging around looking a bit lonely because it wasn't getting any attention. All the threads are still hanging, of course. Just a plain, nice green and journal. I want to do another one, but probably not and again. I'm thinking I might do music is my next project. Here's a just a covered old notebook that someone had given me with horrible paper in it. I would never use it anyway, so I gutted it, covered it, put a nice compass on the front of that, and this has got a few different pages in here. Again, another little side pocket here, slot things in, little tuck spot, and this one has got maps and different papers. Been doing a bit of experimenting because I've got a bit of time now, leaving objects on the paper as it dries to just do a bit of mark making in the process. That was a bit long, so it got folded over, but that'll be sealed on either end and become a little tuck spot, so that's a good one. And some blank paper. This has also had doilies left on to dry when it was drying. I find it better in hotter weather. At the moment it's a bit cool now, so it's not working as well as it did in the summer. More maps, considering it's got a compass on the front. Could be a little travel journal, if we're ever allowed to travel again. It's a bit miserable, isn't it, being stuck at home doing things. As long as you can do things, I guess it's not so bad, which is good. And maps again. Well, that's upside down on that side. This is just out of an atlas. I had a more mark making with doilies, etc. So it's only a small book, this one. Another map on the back with a pocket here to slide things into, maybe tickets or I don't know, whatever. So that's only, what's that, 1, 2, 3, 4 signatures in this little one. And no closure again. I've started getting a bit weird with my closures, not including them for some reason. So that's that one. And here is the beautiful one. Well, I think it's beautiful. I've been wanting to do this for a long time. And that's, I used to teach star books at classes, and I decided I really wanted to make another one that is more in my sort of feel these days. So here it is. I didn't do a closure when I was putting it together, so I'm just using these clips to close it and also to keep it open. So there you go. And this one has, I've just created a pocket on this particular insert by ripping the top of that off at an angle, flipping it and putting it back in here, and just, you know, inking the edges, that sort of thing, so as it can create a pocket by stitching, and then it's just attached on the side like all star books. And like I said, this is one that I've been wanting to sort of try with pockets. Sometimes I do cutouts on this front page, or just use it as a, you know, to decorate. But I really wanted to add these pockets in there. So this one didn't have any additions yet, but it was a bit of fun. I worked out exactly how I wanted it to, or how I envisioned it. So there you go. That one had a bit of stenciling on the side because the mark making on the paper was a bit scarce there. And this is my new favourite quote: "Imagination is more important than knowledge." Albert Einstein. So thank you, Albert. So yeah, that's my third finally completed, half finished project. So as I said, I will be doing some more in this time at home in the studio, which is awesome. I love being out here, and the fact that I, you know, have to hang around is now my excuse to practically moving in here, which is good. Anyway, that was that. In the star book, more in my feel for what I do now. My older ones that I discovered, which made me want to redo them. I think I've got one over here. I'll quickly show you. It's not, where is it? Here we go. It's not really in my style that I feel I have created for myself now, which is this. And this one did have some ties on when I did the covers, so it's a bit different. I mean, it's built the same. This might have been one of my samples for the classes that I used to do many moons ago. So just some nice tissue paper and a bit of flat decoration, because when you open it, it's got to, you know, the covers have to touch. And no good if you've got things on the cover, because it won't close, it won't, you know, be flat properly. So these are some different colours, and obviously I was into tags then, but mostly, you know, stamped different envelopes, that sort of thing. But this is a very old one that I did a long time ago. I like this. This is a tag that I turned into a little book. I just put some pages in there, stitched them in, and cut around the base of the eyelet. Yeah, oh, not eyelet, what is it? Reinforcement. to catch the bottom of that in, which it won't do now, of course. Oh, there it is. That'll hold it in. More tags, one stamp, just divided. So not really my thing that I do now, but you know, it was kind of cool back in the day. So that's why I wanted to do a new one that has more of, you know, a feel for what I do now. So there you go, that's that. Anyway, old book, new books. Thanks for watching. I'll try and get through this new book that I'm working on now, which is a music book, if I can find the right papers for it. And then I will shoot that one next. Again, thanks. And stay safe. Bye.